ugochitubelu, onye ọma na oraifite, onye mgbasa ozi, ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'iru. Eze-Ana ugochitubelu, onye ọma nyeje eme ọnụ. Ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ gaba n'iru. Eze-Ana ugochitubelu, onye ọma na oraifite, onye mgbasa ozi, ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'iru. Eze-Ana ugochitubelu, onye ọma nyeje eme ọnụ. Ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ gaba n'iru. Eze-Ana ga-adị, ugochitubelu ga-adị, ugochitubelu tempụl ọ ya adị, maka na eziokwu anwa chacha ndị ụka erighị anyị front and back, ndị oche eri anyị front and back. Fadi asị kala aka ghọrị ụmụ Igbo si anyị rapụ nke anyị na nke fe ka mma. Bulu Baịbụl bịa akwụkwọ akụkọ wepekwa chọọchị fa okwu n'ụka bịakwa.
Good morning, viewers all over the world. We are here today for the program Hour of Truth. For those of you that are seeing me for the first time, my names are Ogbuefi, Eze-Ana, ugochitubelu, oraifite. Oraifite is in Anambra State. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na ugochitubelu ọdịnala temple. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi, rụkwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche, deep consultation and other spiritual works. Abụkwazi m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala restoration evangelical mission, rụkwazi onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me an ordinary evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. N'oge awa nke eziokwu nke ụbọchị taa, isiokwu anyị ji wee bịa bụ why you should not destroy your be. Why you should not destroy your be. Before we proceed, important announcement. Don't forget that our monthly rituals is still ongoing. You can still join us anywhere you are all over the globe, because power of God Almighty is everywhere. We are doing our monthly rituals for liberation, open doors, and breakthrough. We have lots of testimonies, but as you all know, we don't share our testimonies on social media or in Ezeoku TV. You know why? It's not necessary. It's not why we are here. But I can tell you, we have lots of testimonies. We started this group rituals almost 3 years now. By November, it will be 3 years we started it. And lots of people have been following us all these years. Yes. Some people normally even book from January, they book throughout the year in order not to skip within 1 month. This morning, I have gone to the temple to pray, make declarations, speak positivities upon the lives of those that join us. Remember, you can join us anywhere you are all over the world. Distance is never a barrier in all our spiritual works in the temple. Now, if you are interested, what you will do is chat me on WhatsApp. For there are 3 prayer requests. Make token donation to the account number. At the end of the month, we visit the rivers with eatable things on behalf of all for Saraka. Then we proceed back to the temple to offer sacrifices to entities of ours in the temple, including ram, on behalf of all. I can tell you we have lots of testimonies because group rituals is very powerful. One day, so if you are interested or you have any question to this lecture, chat me on WhatsApp 0805 7837 672. I repeat 0805 7837 672 or 0813 8243 871. If you are watching me from your television via Global TV or Amazon TV or smart television outside Africa, please chat me on WhatsApp. The number you are seeing on your television on the screen is my direct WhatsApp number. Let's now proceed into today's lecture proper. The topic of today is why you should not destroy Obi. Then let's start with Obi. What is Obi? I don't know what you people normally call it, but I know in African setting, every tribe had something similar. In Igbo spirituality, we call it Obi. Some part of you will call it Obu. But what is important is that Eba bụ ebe ndị okenye, where our ancestors normally sit there to receive fresh air, to have small interaction with guests, especially whenever they are having male meetings to discuss important things. And the Obi serve also as a resting place. Sorry. Let me explain what the Obi is all about, so you understand first idea of what the Obi is all about. That's part of what you people call it. Obi does not start today. Even Abraham, we were told that he was sitting in his Obi when he saw two male strangers bypass his house. The way they dressed, he now noticed that these people are foreigners because they did not dress like their people. He called them, then my friends, come and rest, so that at least you can rest more before you continue your journey. So he is almost a resting place. In olden days, mgbe eluba n'ọsa, mgbe ezi dị n'ụkwụ ụkwa, those times we normally build Obi to face the main road. Obi is always at the facing the road where people bypass. If you go to some villages, you will be seeing some Obi skeletons. I mean, some places where there is not being maintained. Those Obi is where you will see some people, even if you are not from that particular place, or you came there, the person you are looking for is not around, and you were asked to wait for the person, you go to Obi and wait for the person. Even if you are bypassing the village, the compound, if you are tired, you can sit down at Obi. The most important thing is that observe the normal rules of removing your slippers before entering inside Obi. Then you are free to stay. Nobody will ask you to get and go out. No. So that Obi is where humans and spirits normally sit to rest and to discuss vital things. That Obi in ancient time, if you want to become an also title holder in an Igbo, you must have Obi. It's one of the criteria. If you don't have Obi, you're not serious. I remember in my town when it was mandatory that before you to become an also title holder, you must have house, at least shelter over your roof, over your head. Then you have Obi. These two things must be accomplished before you can be considered. Now, that Obi, I don't know, so I will try to give you earthly, that is foreign concept, something that is a little bit similar to what Obi represents. Obi is a place of gathering, both the spirits and the humans. It's always be a house where humans and spirits meet to discuss something of great value. Families will come together to discuss about their well-being, their individuals, family members, friends, and the village people come in to discuss about their well-being. The same way the spirits normally come to discuss about the well-being of the people involved. Are you following? You know why I want to digressing a little to explain what Obi is all about. That's why if you go to Obi, you will see what we call Enuobo. I don't know what people are calling it in their own dialect. Enuobo. You hear Enuobo. Do you know what is Enuobo? Enuobo is all about. Enuobo is that thing that they normally use block to do, where people normally sit. Once you enter Obi, you see it. They use block to form it. In modern time, like my own, you see it is well properly tied. Where if once you enter Obi, that place you normally sit. In ancient time, you will see it is not marble, but you will still see that they made it in a way that you can come there and sit. Sometimes, if some people are tired, you can even see some people lying that there. That is called Enobo. That place is meant for a resting place where you can come and sit or even sleep. Then, because it's a place built for spiritual meeting, you will see it normally have 2 doors. That 2 doors it has is not just for a joke. It normally has 2 doors, left and right. In the middle of that 2 doors, sometimes you will see where they make some openings. Those openings is meant for the gods. Why those openings? That you normally make it so that those spirits can be coming in and going. Because anywhere that is an altar, you will make it to have ventilation. You must have the coming in and exit, both for human and spirits. Are you following? So it's very, very important. So because that particular place serves 2 purposes. One is a meeting point for the living, and it is also a meeting point for the spirits in this year. So normally call it to be in this year. It's an altar. If you see a proper place to be, you will notice that there is a place they make space for the chair. That is the proper Obi. Yes. So Obi in English terms can be quantified as nowadays now. They normally build National Assembly. What National Assembly simple means is where representatives of villages and towns normally meet to discuss for the benefit of the citizen. Are you following? So, National Assembly or House of Assembly is Unonzuko. House of Assembly simple means Unonzuko. So it's a meeting point too. It's the same thing they emulated. The Oyibos emulated and they fashioned what is known today as bus stop. You know, in bus stop, in order for you to be comfortable, they normally build shelter. In modern bus stop, that they even build seats so that you can be there comfortably while waiting for maybe a train or a bus. So it's always something they build considering the well-being of people. So, but let's now concentrate more of Obi, Igbo spirituality Obi. So Obi is an altar. It's a meeting point where your ancestors normally comes to discuss. It's a meeting point where they normally come to discuss for the well-being of that particular family, people involved. But why you should not destroy it is one. Obi is an altar built by your fathers, your ancestors, for a purpose. The reason is that they built that Obi so that it will be a fountain of grace, so that it will be a meeting point, so that it will be a place for discussion and harmony among the human and the spirits. So whenever you destroy your Obi, you have destroyed that noble intentions of your ancestors to build a befitting place, a befitting altar for discussion among the humans and in their ancestors. Let me ask you, why must you bend on destroying what you cannot create? Ask any family that have destroyed theirs how they are faring now. So I will advise you, if you are among, or your family is among the people that destroy their Obi, I will advise you to go and restore it as soon as possible. Very important. Obi is an altar. Know it today and know peace. Never you destroy an altar. An altar, ancestral altar, is beyond you. You were not there when that altar was erected. You were not there when your ancestors speaks positivity, speaks prayer of supplications. You are not there when your ancestors said heartfelt prayers for the benefit and call upon the ancestors, the family ancestors, to anchor them there, to tell them, to show them love, and to tell them what they want their ancestor that installed that altar. When he installed the altar, he told them what he wanted them to be doing for the family. He presented the prayer points of the family. So it's an altar that is beyond you, and an altar that was erected in good faith. It's an altar that was erected for the betterment of the family, the entire family. So the altar is beyond you. If you are not interested in receiving the blessings that comes from there, just do as right. Go your way. You will not receive the blessings. But you are forbidden from destroying it. The Obi in your family's house is not responsible for whatever predicament you are passing through. What you are passing through is as a result of your own ignorance, and because you have not done what is expected of you. If you are sensible, you understand how things work, you know that your family altar must be consulted. If you need ancestral blessings, let me tell you, each family altar is a particular spot where your ancestors speaks with sincere love for the family, for the unborn children, and make pronouncements that my family will be great. They say, that we will not, untimely death will not be our portion. They say, that we bear fruits and have multiple children in the family and be progressive. They say. What is Ndurugando? Ndurugando is life without end. Life continues. That particular altar is where they make some declaration, positive declaration for the well-being of any unborn children and even people that lives now. That is what you go and destroy. But do you know why I told you that you have been brainwashed? In the same, you abandon the pronouncements of your forefathers, the staff of authority that your forefathers was held, and use it to make pronunciation and hit it on the ground. Boom. Once a four is hit on the ground, he makes some noise, makes sound. If you know the power of sound in the world of spiritual, you know that sound is so vital. That is why even in Igbo spirituality, in doing some spiritual work or even in burials, we use gunshots. Those gunshots is to make pronouncements that the so-so person has been laid to rest. Haven't you noticed that whenever they are doing burial, after once they lower the corpse, you will see they will begin their song. Na ndokwa, na nudo, jee nke ọma. You will be hearing gunshot. Boom, boom. What they are doing is that we are doing farewell to the word of the spiritual. That Mr. Efani, so person, has been laid to rest. Ozurike. It's to show the trigger the entire universe that something, a declaration has been made that Mr. Efani has been lowered to Mother Earth. There will be a gunshot. You don't know that those things have meaning. Don't you know that there is power of sound? That is why even these our brothers, Ekaka, will be telling you about the sound, light and sound. Sound is very powerful. Yes. Do you know why even in National Assembly or even in court, once a pronouncement has been made, an agreement has been reached, you hear, as based on this also the I now rule, boom, they now hit that sound. Why can't they use ordinary mouth? But they need to aggravate it in the word of the spiritual with the sound, so that the entire universe will bear witness that an agreement has been reached. So he have all more canal. So that pronouncement is not an easy thing. So offer is something that is so heavy that once you hit it, boom, you pronounce sound. Can then, because if you do offer is just head like this, is to allow the gauze in the air, and then now activate it on down, and then and done. Let them bear witness that an agreement has been reached. So, and don't forget that every OB has offer. Like if you come to my temple, we have Obindiche, modern Obindiche. The offer is inside the temple. Every December 1. I normally do ancestral day. Yes, for my ancestors. Usually ancestral day, I normally kill cow. Whenever I'm about to kill the cow, it must be done inside that OB. And then I normally bring that OB's offer. After that, I will turn it back to the temple. Are you following? So each OB you destroy it both the offer, because some of you that destroy OB, you don't even know where the offer is. Because the owner of that OB might not even keep the offer therein. Or the offer. Ebe a na-akpọ uko, ọ bụrụ na ọ na-eme dibịa, nwe ha na uko wusit out na-adị n'ụlọ mgbe ochie, nwe ka o je fanye n'uko mgbe ọrụ ọtụkọ iji eje were eje dia. Are you following? So whenever you destroy an altar, you destroy yourself. Like when that is what we call consecration. If you know the same way your bishop, when your bishop is consecrating your cathedral, right? Have you been there? I have been there when I was with the church. Now, there is some certain pronouncement that the bishop will always say. And the same pronouncement is pronouncement we use in ordinary. When have you even seen where they are consecrating Obi? You have not seen. So when they are consecrating Obi, the person that is consecrating Obi will make the pronouncement that this Obi will be a sacred place. This Obi will be a meeting point for the gods, their ancestors, and the humans. Now, after the pronouncement, you will now pray that whoever, whether descendant of the family or a descendant or a visitor, that comes here in good faith to solicit and ask for a request, please let that request be granted. So that will be is an altar given to the ancestors and the lineage of that particular family or clan, as case may be. So when you go and destroy it, it's like you have made them homeless. And believe in me, you will receive brudala for daring to commit what is called sacrilege. When you destroy a holy altar, you committed sacrilege. And that is why what Jesus is trying to tell you in the Bible, according to that Greek story, that if you sin against the Holy Spirit, you will never be forgiven. So once you do such a thing, what it means by you will never be forgiven, that the consequence is so severe. Because you destroy the altar, the good wishes, the don't longing. Okay, some of you, whenever you are using Psalm, you go to a prayer houses, they gave you Psalm to go and read Psalm 35 or Psalm 21. Let's say use Psalm 35 as a test study. Case study. You now say, fight my battle, the rest of them. Here what Psalm 35 is all about. Now, meaning, serving or praying for their enemies to meet their doom. The same thing, the same way our forefathers speak positivity and make declarations they go for. So what is so unique about that Bible Psalms that is not there, that our forefathers have not even speak of while praying they go for? Psalm 31 is all about Ihedemma. Psalm 21 is all about Ihedemma. The same way your ancestors now go for Ihedemma. Then Hakodas you of our now and they now make declaration. The same thing is what Bible. Read Psalm from beginning to the end. You're not go with the same thing. Those 4 cardinal points require in prayers. So, but you cherish so much the declaration made by another person's forefather. But the declaration made by for your own forefather, they demonize it. Your 4 is not made for everybody. It's for the priest of the house to handle your 4. Now, all the priests of the house will say, after it goes your 4, or will say, so be it. Make those one as they made it. So be it. He hit it on the floor. For the then and done, entities of us to bear witness that a certain agreement has been reached. And you overlook it. Because now Christianity came and bastardized everything, tell you lots of lies against our spirituality and our altars. Some will even tell you that our altars is built with human being. A lot of lies was told. Even in Obi, our Obi, the day I dedicated it, it was done in open. In the last 3 years, everything there was dedicated in open. Everybody heard what I said. Are you getting me? But why is it important to teach your children that any of your descendants, like me, I come upon our ancestors and our indigenous of my clan? Because as you speak now, that my Obi, it remains the only Obi standing in my clan as a whole, because some people, because of folk, are destroyed theirs. Now, many of my ancestors to be hovering around, no place, and I call upon them. I made a promise to them that if you people bless me, that I'm going to build Obi, and they did it exactly what I asked them. And in conclusion, I built that Obi in their honor. If for any reason, maybe my children, when I will no more, yeah, my way bugudo nyanwa, we je ko pan no bia, diche destroy your. If any of my descendants, you are not interested, you don't have any problem. If you are not interested, you go your way. Moreover, I have plenty land. Just tell me that you don't want to live in family house. I will give you your own land, you go and build. But if Maya Bugidegi, you go to that Obi and they commit dastardly act there, commit abominable act, this will destroy you. That's as simple as that. So you cannot destroy an altar you did not build. In fact, this my altar is not even new altar, because it's an ancestral Obi altar that have been there, but they were illegally destroyed, and abomination was committed against our indigenous, and I pleaded with them that if they bless me, that I will be the befitting, and when I build the befitting place, I call upon them and give them new abode. Are you following? So Manya Bukatanagi, you destroy your Obi or destroy your offer in the chair. When things begin to become rough, because your ancestors will back you. Don't forget that there is a decision maker, the prosperities and powers in every town. You are in Abuja, you are in Lagos. Did you inform your ancestors that you are going to Abuja to make money, to mend and the ends meet? Did you inform them? Did you inform your ancestors before you travel to UK or America? Did you inform them? Why would you inform them? They don't understand how things work. You went and be informing your pastor on your religion, forgetting that your indigenous, they are the first and foremost. Inform them first. Makana no nobody keep any a bird cannot fly without first. You must hit your chest on the ground before. He had that way, boy, had that one. Ebu chie mad, the beans. Or just draw, or now where they will touch their apple before they will sting you. So, all a bangwa, he can't see a beer. So, when you are making some of this decision you are making today, did you inform your ancestors that this is what I want to do? This is where I want to go? Did you inform them? Don't you know that if you inform them, that things will be easier for you? Sorry, let me give you an example. Don't you know that there is spiritual forces that is in charge of every town and lands? That every community you go to, you need to be at peace with Modi Dogodawa. The same way, and with earthly physical king, rulers that governs every town. The same way, and with spiritual rulers that govern the town. You know. The same way, let me give you an example. Let me use Nnewi town as an example. We have the physical king of Nnewi in the person of Ogbuefi. Yes, that is the physical king. But I can tell you name a spiritual king, which you cannot use eyes to see. So if you, for any reason, you came to Nnewi land to do your legitimate business, as long as you are there with clean mind, you are there with clean mind. He called the gods of the Nnewi and Nnewi, please bless me. I'm here to make the ends meet. If you keep the answer, yes, love the town. Because if it's only when you love the town, the land they are standing on, they will bless you. So any of the unseen spirit that is in charge, they are the real inhabitant of that particular town before the physical king was elected. So, abroad in a travel, you go to Obi Benang. Send each Benang. Now, what I can near the low one is about that you are traveling to UK, you are traveling to Abuja, you are traveling to Lagos for greener pasture, that you are pleading with them to bless you and stand with you. That you are going there to bring goodies back home, that they should bless you. They are the one that will link you with the spirits that lives in that particular Port Harcourt. Your ancestors, they will connect spirit to spirit. My ancestors, they know how to communicate with each other. My son, beloved son, is coming to your land. Please allow the goodies, the wealth of your land to be his possession, so that he will come back home with the goodies for your land. They discuss within themselves and you'll be blessed. You'll be surprised once you enter Port Harcourt, every door open for you. You will think that you're smart. Think you're smart. You are smart because you did the right thing. Because you understand how things work. Others will accuse you that you will not that you're a ritualist. Because they will be following what is happening in Nollywood. Thinking that it just work like that. Now, because if they have not called you Ogbuefi, you are broke. It's the kind of money that is beyond the imagination of an Ufeke. They call Ogbuefi. Are you following? So what you will do is this. Always inform them. Let me give you another example. Let's say my daughter now is traveling to US or any part of the world where I have lots of friends. I now put a call to any of my friends. Please, my daughter is coming to US. Please, I would like you to be of great help to her. I can tell you, if she lands there, a friend of mine will come and pick her up. Maybe even house her. Maybe even help her to secure a job. You see how smooth this one goes, yes. But if, for example, now my son now decides to go to US without informing me, he did not go there with any contact, I can tell you, he will suffer. It will be easier for any of my person that is going to US with the contact. It will be easier for the person someone that is going to outside the country without contact. Are you following? So, always recognize the ancestral forces. Recognize the OB. Recognize your NDC. Tell them where you want to go. Tell them your intentions, that you are traveling to go and bring goodies. So that what goodies that is happening in other family will be happening in your own family. Tell them your reason that if you go and come back in peace with goodies, that you will celebrate them. That will be something that will motivate the one. It shows the regard. It's like, what a work and you're born or where you for the fact that you call upon them, tell them where you are going is enough respect. Wisdom. This is our child, we are proud of him because he's very respectful. That thing he did alone is enough to attract blessings to you. Let me stop here. If you have questions in today's lecture, feel free to chat me on WhatsApp. Or if you want us to do deep consultation for you, chat me also on WhatsApp 0805-7837-672. I repeat 0805-7837-672. See you tomorrow. Remember blessed.